The galaxy was quiet that day, but in the council chambers of the Galactic Empire, there was a restless tension. The Empire leaders were confident that Earth posed no threat. They had ruled many star systems for centuries and believed no human could challenge them. The scouts reported nothing unusual from Earth, and the council laughed at the thought of humans hiding anything significant. Deep inside the orbit of their blue planet, humans moved with quiet precision. Earth's hidden warships lay in secret bases beyond the Empire's detection. Each ship was designed with advanced cloaking technology, powerful weapons, and fast engines. The humans had spent years building their hidden armada, preparing for the day they might need to defend their planet. Commander Rina Mulek walked through the command center of the largest hidden base. Her eyes scanned the control panels, and her hand rested on the console that controlled the fleet. "Status report," she asked calmly. Her second-in-command, Jalen, responded, "All ships are ready, Commander. Cloaking systems are fully operational, weapons calibrated." Outside, the stars shone quietly, hiding the greatest secret the galaxy had ever seen. Humans had learned to use the Empire's overconfidence against them. While the Empire slept, humans trained, studied, and prepared. They had spies within the Empire who fed them crucial information, and every day, Earth's fleet grew stronger. Meanwhile, the Empire continued to underestimate humans. Admiral Corvan spoke loudly, his voice full of pride. "These humans are primitive. They cannot fight a real war. We will crush them if we decide to act." His officers nodded, but there was a faint unease among the younger admirals. Some had heard rumors of strange energy readings near Earth, but no one dared question the veteran leaders. In orbit above Earth, a small Empire scout ship drifted, scanning for hidden activity. Its sensors picked up unusual energy bursts, but the Empire dismissed it as normal solar phenomena. The humans below watched the scout silently. They had set traps for such ships, and their plan was simple. If the Empire came too close, the scout would vanish in a flash of fire. Rina turned to her crew. "Remember, the galaxy believes we are weak. They are confident. That is our advantage. We strike only when they are sure of victory." Her words inspired the officers. Each knew the risk. Each knew the power of secrecy. The humans had to wait for the perfect moment. At the same time, Earth's civilians went about their daily lives, unaware of the massive fleet lying hidden beneath their feet. Farmers, teachers, and workers walked among ancient cities and modern skyscrapers. Not a single soul suspected that the fate of the galaxy rested in the hands of their planet. Yet every human contributed. Every scientist, engineer, and soldier played a role in the grand plan. Back in the Empire's capital, the council debated. They believed humans could be intimidated. They planned shows of power, fleets in formation, weapons demonstrations. They did not know that the humans were watching and waiting. Patience was their weapon, patience and secrecy. A young Empire officer, Tarek, whispered to his friend, "Are we sure Earth is harmless?" His friend laughed softly. "Tarek, do not doubt the Empire. We have ruled for centuries. Humans are nothing." But deep inside, Tarek felt a small nod of fear. Something about Earth's silence seemed too perfect, too quiet. He could not explain it. Far away, Rina smiled at the control screen. "They think we are quiet, that we are weak. Let them believe that," she said. Her crew nodded, and the fleet remained still, hidden beneath the clouds and deep underground. Every ship ready, every weapon primed. The humans waited. For the Empire to make their first mistake, the Council of the Galactic Empire had no idea what was coming. The first signs of human power would shock them, and the galaxy would never be the same. And in the quiet of the stars, Earth's hidden armada slept, waiting for the moment to rise. Little did the Empire know their arrogance was the key to their undoing. As night fell across the planet, the human crew looked at the stars, each officer thinking the same thought. They would protect their home, not with talk, but with action. The Empire's spies could not see the truth. The energy readings they ignored would soon become warnings, warnings of destruction. Commander Rina stood on the observation deck staring at the horizon. "Soon," she whispered, "they will learn that humans are not weak. They will learn that Earth hides power they never imagined." Her words echoed in the control room, filling everyone with courage and determination. The Empire may have laughed, but that laughter would end, and so the galaxy waited unknowingly, unaware that humanity had already begun to prepare for a battle no one thought possible. Hidden fleets, silent training, clever strategies, all ready to change the future. The stars above were calm, But beneath them, Earth's hidden armada stirred, ready to rise. The stars above Earth were calm but far beyond the orbit. The Empire's fleet moved with silent purpose. Their ships glimmered with energy shields, weapons primed for attack. They believed the humans would cower, that Earth would surrender before a fight even began. But humans had already predicted this, and their hidden fleet waited, unseen. Commander Rina Malik watched the radar screens, her eyes sharp. Every blip of enemy movement was noted, every trajectory calculated. "They are approaching," she said quietly. "Prepare the first wave." Her crew moved with practiced precision, their fingers flying across consoles, shields calibrated, engines charged, weapons ready. The Empire fleet neared Earth's orbit, their leaders confident. This will be quick," Admiral Corvon said, his voice cold. "Destroy their cities, crush their defenses, and humanity will kneel." His officers nodded, unaware that the humans were no ordinary planet dwellers. Suddenly, the first hidden human ships uncloaked, a small wave of sleek warships appearing like shadows from the void. Laser cannons flared, hitting the Empire scout ships instantly. The Empire fleet was stunned, their sensors overloaded. "What is happening?" shouted a young officer, panic in his voice. Explosions lit up space as human ships moved with precision, dodging the Empire's first attacks. The Empire had never seen such speed or strategy. Every strike from Earth's fleet was calculated, every movement designed to confuse and terrify. Humans were not fighting blindly. They had studied their enemy for years. Commander Rina smiled as she watched the enemy ships falter. "Do not celebrate yet," she warned. "This is only the beginning." But her crew knew they had already shocked the galaxy. Even a small wave of hidden ships was enough to destroy the first Empire attack. The Empire soldiers inside the fleet whispered in fear, their confidence crumbling. An Empire destroyer tried to regroup, firing its main cannons at the human fleet, but the humans anticipated it. Their ships split and surrounded the destroyer, disabling its weapons before it could fire again. Chaos spread across the Empire formation, and Admiral Corvin's pride began to crack. Meanwhile, back on Earth, civilians stared at the sky as bright flashes lit the night. They had no idea of the battle happening above, only feeling a strange sense of hope. Somewhere, a child whispered, "Are we winning?" And the adults smiled nervously, unsure yet trusting in the unseen guardians of their planet. In the Empire's command center, panic spread quickly. Reports came in of destroyed ships, communication loss. Source failing, the leader shouted, "This cannot be, humans are weak." But every word rang false because the truth was undeniable. Humans had power the Empire never imagined, and they were using it perfectly. Back in orbit, Rina gave the order, "Hold formation, let them come closer, let them think they are safe." Humans watched as the main fleet of the Empire moved forward, overconfident, oblivious to the traps awaiting them. Small waves of human ships struck suddenly, raking across enemy lines with deadly precision. Emotions ran high on both sides, fear and surprise for the Empire, courage and exhilaration for humans. "They will learn," whispered Rina, "that underestimating humans is their greatest mistake." And indeed, the Empire was learning too late that Earth had more than a single hidden fleet, that humans were clever, united, and unyielding. An Empire admiral tried to send a warning, "Prepare for retreat. This planet is stronger than we thought." But communications were cut. Human hackers had already disabled their networks. Panic spread like wildfire, soldiers shaking, some refusing to follow orders. The once confident fleet was now a trembling force in space. And then, from behind the Empire's main ships, a second wave of human warships uncloaked, larger, faster, more deadly than the first. The Empire could no longer believe what they saw. Entire squadrons were destroyed before they could react. Alarms blared, lights flickered, and the Council's pride was shattered. Rina watched the destruction calmly, her mind already planning the next move. "This is only the first shock," she said. "They have not yet seen Earth's true power." Her crew cheered quietly, knowing their secret training, patience, and preparation were finally paying off. The Empire fleet staggered in disbelief, unable to comprehend the scale of human strategy. "They were hiding all this time," one officer whispered, voice trembling. The humans had revealed only a portion of their hidden armada, and the galaxy would soon witness the full truth. As the first battle ended, humans held their positions, victorious but cautious. The Empire retreated slightly, trying to regroup, but fear had taken root. The hidden armada had proven itself, and humanity's reputation was changing in an instant. Above Earth, the stars glimmered silently, unaware of the shockwave that would ripple across the galaxy. Humans had taken their first step in showing the Empire that Earth was not weak. The stage was set for a war unlike any before, and the galaxy would never forget the day humans revealed their hidden power. The Empire fleet drifted in confusion, their once proud ships now battered and trembling. Every officer stared at the radar, struggling to understand what they were seeing. A flicker of movement in the distance caught their attention, but it was unlike anything they had seen before. From the shadows of space, a massive formation of human warships began to emerge. Hundreds of ships, each sleek and deadly, uncloaking one by one. The hidden armada stretched across the horizon, engines glowing, weapons ready. It was the largest fleet the galaxy had ever seen from a single planet. Commander Rena Malik stood at the bridge of the flagship, her face calm, her eyes sharp. "This is our moment," she said softly. The crew held their breath, knowing the Empire would panic at the sight. Humans had waited years for this, planning every detail, their patience about to pay off. The Empire Admiral, Corvin, stared in disbelief. "Impossible. There cannot be so many ships." His voice trembled as he barked orders, but his officers hesitated, fear making them slow. Sensors tried to scan the fleet, but cloaking devices and electronic interference made it almost impossible to track. Rena gave a single command: engage but hold formation. Precision is key. Human ships moved like shadows across the void, striking only where needed. The first volley hit the Empire's outermost cruisers, and entire squadrons exploded in bursts of fire, debris floating silently in space. Panic rippled through the Empire ranks. Soldiers whispered prayers. Officers shouted in disbelief. How could a single planet hide such power? How had they been so blind? Every calculated attack by humans was precise, intelligent, and devastating. Each move seemed to predict the Empire's next step, as if humans could read their minds. From the observation deck, Rena's second-in-command, Jalen, grinned. "They are stunned," he said. "We have them exactly where we want." Rena nodded. "Good. Keep them guessing. Do not let them recover." The human fleet was not just large, it was smart, trained for every scenario, ready for the Empire's counterattack. The Empire attempted to regroup, sending their fastest ships to flank the humans. But Earth's hidden armada anticipated every maneuver. Traps were laid in space corridors, ambushes waiting for the overconfident enemy. Each Empire ship that thought it had an advantage found itself surrounded, weapons locked and powerless. An Empire officer, young and terrified, whispered into the comm, "Sir, we are losing control. Our formation is collapsing." Corvin slammed his fist on the console, rage mixing with fear. "No, this cannot happen. Humans are weak. We are the Empire." Yet the truth was undeniable, and every second the hidden armada remained, the Empire's hope shrank. Back on Earth, civilians felt strange tremors and bright flashes in the sky. Some thought it was a meteor shower. Others whispered about war. Little did they know that above them, their planet's greatest secret had awoken. Every scientist, engineer, and soldier who had worked in silence now saw the fruits of their labor. The hidden fleet was no longer a secret, it was a revelation. In the Empire's capital, messages from the front lines arrived in panic. Entire squadrons destroyed, fleets scattered, communication cut off. The Council could not believe the reports. They had planned intimidation, shows of power, not a full-scale revelation of human might. Yet the humans were proving with every pulse of fire and every maneuver that Earth was not a weak planet. Rena's voice echoed through the bridge, calm but firm. "Prepare the next wave. Let them see that this is only a fraction of our strength." Human ships uncloaked from hidden tunnels in space, more than the Empire could count. Each ship fired strategically, not randomly, precision strikes crippling the enemy. The Empire tried desperately to respond, sending superweapons into position, but the humans had studied their technology, anticipating every weapon. Every shot the Empire fired was neutralized or avoided. Humans seemed everywhere at once, striking, disappearing, and leaving only destruction behind. Fear turned into chaos. The Empire soldiers lost coordination. Some abandoned their posts while others tried to flee. The pride of the greatest galactic force was crumbling under the unexpected might of a single planet. Humans had revealed their hidden armada, not to destroy everything immediately, but to show their power, their strategy, and their intelligence. And in the silent corners of the galaxy, other star systems watched as transmissions leaked, images of human warships spreading across space. Everyone began to whisper, "Earth is not weak. Earth is dangerous." The first shock had already rattled the Empire, and the full realization of humanity's strength was about to change the balance of power forever. Rena stood, calm, proud, and focused. "The galaxy will remember this day," she said quietly. "For the first time, humans are showing that we are not afraid, that we are not small, that Earth has hidden power, and we are ready to use it." Her words carried through the command center, filling every officer with courage and determination. The hidden armada stretch. Ed across the void, silent but deadly. The Empire fleet, once proud and arrogant, now staggered, unable to believe the scale of the force they faced. Humans had revealed their hand, and the galaxy would never underestimate them again. The Empire fleet, battered and shaken, regrouped in the cold void of space. Admiral Corvin's face was pale, his hands gripping the console tightly. "We will not lose to humans," he growled. "Prepare the main fleet, all weapons online, full assault formation." His officers nodded quickly, though fear lingered in their eyes. Humans had predicted this. They had studied the Empire's tactics, every known pattern, every strategy. Commander Rena Malik stood on the bridge of the flagship, scanning the void. "They are coming," she said, her voice calm. "Remember, we do not attack blindly. We control this battle." Her crew moved with precision, every hand knowing its role. The Empire's main fleet emerged from hyperspace, hundreds of ships bristling with weapons, energy shields glowing, engines roaring, ready to crush Earth's hidden armada. Corvan's confidence was high, but doubt gnawed at the edges of his mind. The humans' first strike had shocked them, and he knew he could not underestimate them again. Rena gave a single command: "Deploy all defense drones and position the first strike units. Let them believe they are winning." Human ships moved with silent coordination, weaving between asteroids and debris, using the environment as cover. Every Empire attack was anticipated and countered. The humans were like shadows, striking and vanishing, leaving destruction in their wake. The first wave of the Empire fired, massive beams of energy cutting through space, but human ships were too fast, too clever. They dodged and returned fire with precision, targeting engines, weapons, and shields. The battle had begun in earnest, explosions lighting the void like deadly fireworks. On the Empire flagship, officers shouted orders, their voices trembling. "Focus fire! Take out their lead ship!" But every lead ship moved unpredictably, disappearing behind the fleet, only to reappear and strike again. Panic spread as the Empire realized they were fighting a force they could not predict. Rena watched the sensors, calm but alert. "Hold formation. Do not waste weapons. Use the traps we have set." Small human squadrons darted between enemy ships, laying mines and electronic traps. The Empire fleet stumbled, unsure of what was real and what was a deception. A young Empire captain tried to flank the humans, hoping to hit the rear, but hidden human ships from the flank emerged, firing from positions the Empire thought were empty. Entire squadrons were destroyed instantly, sending shockwaves through the enemy ranks. Fear replaced pride, and confusion replaced strategy. Meanwhile, civilian stations on distant planets picked up transmissions of the battle. Whispers spread, "Earth's fleet is massive. They are everywhere." Some leaders tried to send reinforcements, but human hackers had blocked communication. The Empire could not call for help, isolated and vulnerable. Rena's second-in-command Jalen leaned over a console, eyes wide. "They are stronger than anyone imagined, Commander." Rena nodded. "Yes, but strength alone is not enough. Strategy and patience are our weapons." The humans were not only powerful, they were intelligent, predicting every Empire move before it happened. The Empire attempted to deploy a superweapon, a massive cannon designed to destroy entire fleets. Corvin's voice was harsh. "Fire at will. Obliterate them." But human ships had anticipated this. Using small interceptors and electronic jammers, the cannon misfired, causing massive damage to nearby Empire vessels instead. Chaos erupted. Explosions rocking the fleet, officers screaming in disbelief. The pride of the Empire, once unshakable, was now broken. Their soldiers were disorganized, some abandoned, doning posts, others firing blindly, hoping to hit something, anything. Humans were everywhere, their presence felt in every corner of space. Rena took a deep breath. Prepare for the decisive strike. Let them see that underestimating Earth is their greatest mistake. Human ships moved in perfect harmony, surrounding the Empire fleet like a net, striking only where needed, precision and control dominating brute force. The Empire tried one last desperate maneuver, sending their fastest warships to attack the human flagship, but humans had anticipated even this, setting a trap of gravitational fields and hidden mines. The Empire ships were slowed, disabled, and destroyed before they could reach their target, panic and disbelief spreading across every command center, and then, a quiet moment, as the humans held formation, silent and deadly. The Empire fleet, once confident and proud, staggered in shock. Their numbers and power meant nothing against human strategy and preparation. The first real clash had proven that Earth was not a planet to be underestimated. Rena's voice echoed across the bridge, calm but firm. This is only the beginning. The Empire believes they control the galaxy, but they do not. We strike with intelligence, patience, and precision, and today they have learned a lesson they will never forget. Her crew nodded, hearts pounding, ready for the battles still to come. Above the void of space, the stars seemed to shine quietly, unaware of the fierce conflict unfolding. Humans had survived the Empire's main strike, and now the galaxy would see the true extent of their hidden armada. The next phase of the war would decide not just the fate of Earth, but the balance of power across the stars. The galaxy trembled as the full human armada moved into position. Hundreds of hidden warships now fully revealed, stretching across the void like a river of light. The Empire fleet, though vast and heavily armed, could not believe the scale of what faced them. Their pride began to crumble, fear spreading. Like wildfire, Commander Rena Malik stood on the bridge of the flagship, her eyes scanning every movement. "This is the moment," she whispered. "We show them the true power of Earth." Her crew worked flawlessly, every system online, every weapon aimed with deadly precision. The humans had studied the Empire for decades, and now strategy met opportunity. The Empire fired their first salvo, massive beams cutting across space, but human ships twisted and dodged like shadows, striking in return with lasers, missiles, and electronic bursts. The first explosion rocked the Empire flagship, sending shockwaves across nearby cruisers. Panic erupted as more squadrons were disabled before they could respond. Admiral Corvin roared orders, his face red with rage and fear. "Focus on their command ships. Destroy them now." But humans anticipated the attack. Hidden squads flanked the Empire vessels, striking from unexpected angles. Entire formations were surrounded, weapons disabled, ships exploding silently into the void. Back on Earth, civilians watched strange lights in the sky, many unsure what was happening. Children pointed at flashes of brilliance, some whispered prayers, unaware that the fate of the galaxy was unfolding above them. The hidden armada had come alive, and the humans were fighting not only for survival but to prove their strength. Jalen, Rena's second-in-command, spoke with awe. "Commander, they are faltering. They cannot keep up with us." Rena nodded. "Do not underestimate them. We control this battle. Every move matters." Human ships moved in perfect coordination, striking, retreating, and striking again, making the Empire fleet doubt every decision. The Empire attempted a massive flank, sending their fastest warships to cut off the human line. But humans had already predicted this, deploying decoy ships and electronic traps. The flanking fleet was ambushed. Engines disabled, weapons destroyed, entire squadrons obliterated before they could reach the human flagship. Explosions lit the stars like fireworks, debris floating silently in space. Every Empire soldier felt fear, their pride replaced with terror. "They are everywhere." "How can one planet have this many ships?" whispered a young officer. His words echoed across the fleet, disbelief spreading. Rena gave another command, calm and firm. "Prepare the decisive strike. Let them feel the full force of humanity." Hidden reinforcements uncloaked behind the Empire fleet. Dozens of massive warships, each armed with advanced railguns and energy cannons. The Empire had never imagined such firepower. The humans attacked simultaneously from all directions, lasers and missiles cutting through enemy formations. The Empire fleet tried to respond, but coordination was gone. Panic and chaos ruled their ranks. Some ships fired blindly, others tried to retreat, but every escape route was blocked. Amid the chaos, human pilots performed daring maneuvers, dodging massive energy blasts, taking down enemy flagships, and rescuing damaged ships. Courage and skill shone in every move. The Empire soldiers were awed, realizing they were facing not just power, but intelligence, training, and unity. Corvan shouted, trying to inspire his officers, but his voice fell flat. The humans anticipated every action, predicting attacks and counterattacks. Every strike by the Empire was turned against them. The pride of the galaxy's greatest fleet was shattered in a matter of hours. And then, from behind the enemy lines, the heaviest human warships fired their railguns simultaneously, massive beams cutting through the Empire's remaining forces, destroying capital ships in moments, leaving the rest of the fleet in chaos. The Empire could not recover, their soldiers frozen with fear. Rena watched the destruction calmly, her mind already planning the next moves. "Hold formation," she said. "We strike only where next." "Essery, the Empire must understand that underestimating Earth is their greatest mistake." Her words carried across the fleet, every human ship ready, disciplined, and deadly. As the battle reached its peak, the stars seemed to burn with fire and light. Humanity had proven its dominance, showing that strategy, patience, and courage could overcome even the most powerful fleet in the galaxy. The Empire staggered in disbelief, unable to comprehend the scale of human planning and power. Above Earth, the planet shone peacefully, hiding its warriors in plain sight. The hidden Armada had revealed its strength, yet humanity had not even unleashed its full potential. The battle across the stars was a warning to all. Earth was not weak, and the galaxy would never underestimate humans again. The remnants of the Empire fleet gathered near the outer edge of the system, battered and shaken. Admiral Corvan's face was pale, his pride shattered. "We will not fall completely," he growled. "This is our last chance. We strike now, everything we have." His officers nodded nervously, fear hidden behind forced determination. Commander Rina Malik observed the enemy movements carefully, her eyes sharp. "They are desperate," she whispered. "Desperation makes them dangerous, but predictable." Every ship in the human armada was ready, hidden reinforcements waiting to strike at the perfect moment. Humans had studied every possible Empire tactic, anticipating their last-ditch efforts. The Empire launched their final assault, massive warships charging forward with weapons blazing. Energy beams cut through space, aiming to destroy the human flagship first. Corvan's voice echoed across the fleet. "Hit them hard, do not hold back." But humans had predicted this. Their traps set with precision. Small human squadrons darted between the larger ships, disabling shields, sabotaging engines, and striking critical targets. The Empire's main line staggered, formations breaking apart as their ships were destroyed one by one. Panic and chaos replaced strategy. Soldiers shouting orders that could not be followed, Rena gave calm commands. "Hold formation. Wait for the perfect moment. Precision will win this battle." Her crew moved with flawless coordination, every missile, laser, and railgun firing exactly where it would do the most damage. The humans did not attack blindly. They were executing a master plan. An Empire dreadnought fired its superweapon, aiming at the human command ship. Energy beams roared across space, but human engineers had anticipated the attack. Deflector shields engaged, interceptors disrupted the targeting systems, and the superweapon backfired, destroying nearby Empire ships instead. Fear spread quickly through the Empire fleet, their last hope faltering. "This cannot be. How can one planet hold such power?" shouted an officer, voice trembling. Soldiers abandoned posts, some fled, others fired blindly, desperate to salvage any advantage. But every move had already been accounted for, every strike countered. Rena's voice echoed through the bridge, calm yet commanding. "Prepare for the decisive strike. Let them see the full force of humanity." Hidden human warships uncloaked from previously unseen positions, hundreds more joining the battle. Their railguns fired simultaneously, tearing through the remaining Empire capital ships, explosions lighting the void. The Empire's command center erupted in chaos. Corvan could only watch in disbelief as his fleet crumbled. Orders went unanswered, communication lines destroyed, every plan, every tactic, every hope shattered before them. Humans moved with unity and intelligence, precision guiding every attack. Meanwhile, human pilots performed heroic maneuvers, saving damaged ships, taking out enemy targets, and outsmarting every desperate attempt by the Empire. Courage and skill shone brightly. The humans had turned the Empire's strength into weakness. Their arrogance fueling their downfall. Corvin tried one last desperate maneuver, sending his fastest ships to attack from behind, hoping to trap the human flagship. But humans had anticipated even this. Setting traps of energy mines and gravitational distortions, the Empire ships were disabled before they could reach their target, explosions marking the end of their assault. Reyna watched silently as the last of the Empire's fleet faltered. "Hold steady," she said softly. "We strike only when necessary. This is their last stand, but it is already over." The human armada maintained formation, not celebrating yet, knowing the final outcome required discipline and focus. The remaining Empire vessels surrendered or fled, their pride destroyed, soldiers trembling, unable to comprehend the scale of what had happened. Humans had not only defended their planet, but had destroyed the greatest fleet in the galaxy, showing that strategy, patience, and courage could defeat even the most powerful enemy. Above Earth, the planet shone silently, its people unaware of the full extent of the battle, yet safe because of the hidden warriors they had never seen. The hidden armada had proven its strength, and the galaxy would remember this day forever. Humans had won, but with honor, strategy, and intelligence, not blind aggression. Reyna turned to her crew, pride shining in her eyes. The Empire believed they could intimidate us, control us, or destroy us. But they were wrong. Humanity has shown that we are strong, clever, and united. The galaxy has learned a lesson it will never forget. Her words inspired every officer, every pilot, every crew member. The stars were quiet once more, but the memory of the battle echoed across space. Humanity had survived the Empire's last stand, outmaneuvering, outsmarting, and overpowering the most powerful fleet the galaxy had ever known. And Earth's hid. An armada was ready, calm, and prepared for whatever came next. The galaxy watched in stunned silence as Earth's hidden armada rose fully from the shadows. Hundreds of warships stretched across the void, engines glowing, weapons ready, every ship a symbol of human ingenuity, courage, and unity. The Empire fleet, once proud and confident, staggered, unable to comprehend the scale of power they faced. Commander Reyna Malik stood on the bridge of the flagship, her eyes calm and sharp. "This is it," she whispered. "The moment the galaxy will never forget." Every crew member knew the weight of the moment. Every officer poised for the decisive strike. Humans had prepared for this day for decades, and now their patience, strategy, and courage were about to be proven. The Empire's leaders sent desperate commands, trying to rally their shattered forces. But communication was failing, and their soldiers trembled. Every attempt at a counterattack was anticipated and neutralized. The humans had predicted every move, every weakness, every hope the Empire held on to. Reyna gave the command, her voice steady. "Engage all forces, strike where necessary, precision and control above all." Human ships moved like shadows across the void, striking in perfect coordination, energy beams and railguns tearing through the remaining Empire vessels. Each attack precise, devastating, leaving no chance for recovery. Explosions lit the stars as the Empire's pride shattered completely. Soldiers whispered in disbelief, They are everywhere. How can one planet have this many ships?" Officers abandoned posts, weapons misfired, and formations collapsed. The Empire had believed themselves unstoppable, but humanity had shown them otherwise. From the observation deck, Jalen turned to Reyna, eyes wide. "Commander, they are finished. They cannot recover." Reyna nodded. "Hold formation. Do not celebrate yet. Every move must be deliberate." The humans struck with intelligence, not chaos, ensuring the final blow would be decisive and permanent. The remaining Empire flagship fired its last desperate salvo, aiming to cripple the human fleet, but humans had anticipated this, redirecting energy fields, intercepting projectiles, and disabling weapons. The salvo backfired, destroying key Empire vessels instead. Panic and despair spreading like wildfire through the enemy ranks. As the final ships fell, humans maintained order and discipline. The Armada moved with calm precision, disabling remaining threats without unnecessary destruction. They showed mercy to those who surrendered, yet firmness to those who resisted. Humanity's strength was not only in power, but in strategy, unity, and morality. Across the galaxy, Other star systems watched in awe, whispers spreading from one planet to another. Earth has the greatest fleet. Humans are not weak. The reputation of humanity grew instantly, fear and respect mingling in every corner of the galaxy. Every empire, every council, every fleet would remember this day. Back on Earth, civilians watched strange flashes in the sky, unaware of the full extent of the battle. Yet they felt a sense of pride, hope, and safety. The hidden Armada had defended them, destroyed the Empire's might, and proven the strength of human ingenuity and courage. Rena turned to her crew, a calm smile on her face. The Empire believed they could control, destroy, and intimidate us. But they were wrong. They have learned a lesson they will never forget. Humanity has shown that intelligence, courage, and unity are stronger than arrogance and fear. Her words inspired every officer, every pilot, every crew member. The stars seemed to shine brighter that night, reflecting the triumph of a single planet against the greatest force the galaxy had ever known. Humanity had emerged victorious, not through recklessness, but through planning, courage, and determination. The Empire was humbled, their fleets shattered. Their pride destroyed, and as the human Armada returned to orbit, calm but vigilant, the galaxy understood a new truth. Earth was no longer a quiet, hidden planet. It was a symbol of strength, resilience, and hope. Humans had revealed themselves, their hidden power undeniable, and the galaxy would never underestimate them again. Commander Rena looked toward the stars, quiet determination in her eyes. "This is only the beginning," she said softly. "The galaxy has learned a lesson, and humanity will be ready for whatever comes next." Her crew nodded, hearts full of pride, ready to defend their home, protect their people, and shape the future of the stars. The hidden Armada of Earth had triumphed, and from that day, every star system remembered the moment humans revealed their true strength. The galaxy would never forget, and humanity would continue to rise, united, brave, and unstoppable.